Hey guys, so you are probably wondering why I didn't have a video up on Tuesday and I didn't have one up on Thursday either. And well, I am kind of wondering the same thing. Tuesday was lack of motivation to put up a video. I tried recording this video on Tuesday. It did not go as well as I'd like. Thursday then, we had this thing at my school called Breakaway, which means people from high schools who are looking to come to this school come and stay the night, and so I had to host my breakawayers, and so I didn't get time to film or anything like that. So here I am now posting a video on Saturday, and I'm hoping next week I don't have too many things that conflict with my filming schedule, but that is my excuse for why I haven't put up videos until today. So I got this idea from The Perks of Books. I watched her video on why she prefers hardback books over paperback books, and I decided I would make my version of it, but I would make it as why I prefer paperback over hardcover books. So I have some very valid reasons as to why I enjoy paperback books more, and I'm going to share them with you today. These are in no particular order, by the way. It's just going as how I wrote them down, because actually I'd write these down or else I wouldn't remember them at all. But yes, we'll just get started. So the first reason is that paperbacks are usually a lot cheaper. And sometimes I know I've gotten like a hardcover book for a cheaper price than like the normal paperback book would be. But most of the time, 9 out of 10 of the times, paperback books are usually cheaper, which is a college kid's life. They need cheaper things, and it's awesome if books are cheaper, because then I could buy more of them. The second reason is they're easier to read. And I'm not like saying this because like it seems that paperback books are like for younger kids. No, they're easier to hold while reading instead of having to like hold like both of the pages down. For hardcover books, you can like hold like both pages in one hand, for example. One, it's a lot easier to hold the book like this if it's paperback, but also do the fancy thumb and pinky trick and you can just do whatever you want with this hand while reading. So it works out very well. Paperback books are also usually a lot lighter than hardcover books because the hardcover books have like the thick spine and everything like that. So they're easier to carry. You can fit more of them in your backpack or bag without it being that heavy. And they don't hurt as much if you drop them on your face. We have this lovely hardcover here in comparison to this book. And now you guys won't believe me if I say this, but I'm going to say this. This book is definitely a lot bigger in size, like page-wise, and this is lighter than this book. The only reason is because it has a very thick spine and cover and everything like that. Now, if you take this book and drop it on your face, it's not going to hurt as much because it's just all of it is paper. Now, if you take this book and drop this one on your face, and what about even bigger books, it'll hurt a bit because one, you could get like poked in the eye by these pointy corners here. It's not fun. Like, it would be easier to read like the 5th Harry Potter book, which is the biggest book in the series. I believe it would be easier to read that book in paperback and drop it on your face. It would still hurt, but it wouldn't hurt as much as if you took the freaking hardcover and dropped that on your face. Pretty sure you'd have to go to the hospital with a broken nose if you did that, just saying. Also, 9 out of 10 times, paperbacks are smaller than hardcover books. That is in size, like lengthwise and not widthwise, and like, I don't know what this word is, but you guys know what I'm talking about, like length, width, height. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So they're usually bigger height-wise and sometimes lengthwise. And I don't mean width-wise. That is what I was trying to say. So it's a lot easier because they're tinier. You can stack books on top of the tinier books on your bookshelf, and then you'll have more room to get more books, which is awesome. Every booktuber wants to have more books. The second thing, I don't even know what number I'm on, so we're just gonna go with it. The next thing is, I don't know about you, but for me, I absolutely hate dust jackets. I always take them off when I'm reading a book because I feel like they get in the way and they slide around and then they get all freaking ruined and it's just not fun. So I usually take the dust jackets off and I find them really annoying. So most of the time I've seen like 2 books that have done this that were paperback. Most of the time paperback books do not have those annoying dust jackets on them, which I'm like, praise, I don't have to deal with those. But that's another reason as to why I like paperback books more than hardcover books. And last, and certainly not least, has anybody ever like picked up a floppy paperback and been like, oh, I don't like this? Because seriously, How can you not be amused by floppy paperbacks? They are so easy to maneuver, and like they're just... I get so amused whenever I have a floppy paperback, and this actually is one of my first floppy paperbacks that I've bought that's actually like legitimately floppy, and they just make me so happy. Whoever doesn't get happy by floppy paperbacks really needs to sit down and rethink their lives, because they're so amazing. Okay, so there is my list of reasons as to why I prefer paperback books over hardcover books. I do appreciate hardcover books still. They are very pretty on your shelves, and I do have hardcover books. I don't specifically stick to paperback books. I do buy hardcovers, but I much prefer paperback books over hardcover books for these reasons that I have listed today. There are some perks to having hardcover books. Like if you have an intruder in your room and you're sitting there reading a hardcover book, if you throw that at his head or her head, I'm not gonna like gender stereotype here, but if you throw the book at the intruder's head, they will most likely get knocked out. Like if you threw it hard enough and if the book was like big enough, yeah. So I mean, you can use a hardcover book as a weapon, which is cool. But you should leave down below any of your thoughts and opinions. If you agree, disagree, and if you disagree, tell me why you prefer hardcover books over paperback, or if you prefer ebooks over paperback and ebooks over hardcover, or just ebooks over physical books in general. Just tell me in the comments down below your thoughts and opinions. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up and hit that red button down below to be subscribed to my channel and be notified of any more videos I post in the near future. Also, if you'd like to be my friend, I have all my social media tags in the description box down below, so I would love to be your guys' friend. It's fun making friends and everything like that. I will also leave the Perks of Books video in the description down below if you'd like to see her reasonings as to why she prefers hardcover books over paperback. But until next time, bye guys. With 2 sticky notes on them. This one is a mark of a quote about how he doesn't believe in the Bible, but he's a respectable atheist.